Good afternoon. My name is Carolina. I'm from Sade Adventures, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about our most exciting crossing in South America, and that's between the Atacama Desert and the Uyuni Salt Flats in Bolivia. So let me show you an itinerary. This is just a sample. It is a private tour. We can price it based on two or four or however big your group is. But this gives you a good idea of what to expect and what the logistics are like. So, to do this trip, you should really think about the dry season, and that happens to be between May and October. The flats are available for visiting, and the is available for visiting all year long. But if you want to cross, the way we do this in a safe manner, you want to go there during the dry season where the flats are mainly dry, and that way it's very safe to cross for our driver and not so many surprises. Of course, you will still see the mirrored portions of the flooded flats. It's still a spectacular photography experience, but it is a wonderful time to visit between May and October. So for this purpose of the itinerary, I chose August, but of course we can change that based on your preferences. And you can start in Bolivia and end in Chile, and you can start in Chile and end Bolivia. That is up to you as well. So this itinerary starts in Santiago, Chile, where you will take an overnight flight from the United States or wherever you're coming from. Arrive on August 2nd. We'll pick you up from the airport, private car, private guide, and take you to a hotel. And then once you get freshened up and get that second wind, we're going to show you around Santiago. And the way we do it is kind of a walking slash driving tour, and take some public transportation as well, just to get a good sense of what it's like to be here in Santiago. And it's a tasting tour, so you're going to get some great highlights of the city as you taste your way along the way with a local guide who lives there. It's a really great overview of the city. You spend the night at the Pullman El Bosque, which is a great hotel, really well located, great for exploring, very modern. So you have all your amenities. Of course, Santiago is home to so many luxury properties. So if you would like an upgrade here and spoil yourselves upon arrival so that you can really refresh, let me know and I can show you some other options. We'll spend one more day in Santiago exploring the Casablanca Valley, which is all the wine of Chile, as well as Valparaiso, which is a great, colorful, historic town on the coast. Lots of pirate history here. You'll have wine, you'll have a lunch, you'll have tastings, explore the city, all with a private guide, return to Santiago for the night, and then we're off to the desert. So on day 4, we're going to check out of the hotel in Santiago, go to the airport, take a short flight to the Atacama up in the north of the country, where we will pick you up and take you to your hotel in the desert. So Atacama is a massive region, but inside there's a village called Atacama town, and there's plenty of hotels inside and outside the village. It's a great little place to explore. We're going to spend 3 nights here at the Cumbres Hotel. Multiple pools, a great spa, great restaurants, just about a maybe 7-minute walk, or 1 mile walk to the center of town. So really well located, but also peaceful as well. While you're in Atacama, you will explore so many beautiful places that this region is known for. So there are lagoons, there are geysers, there are sand dunes, there are so many wonderful hikes to explore, lots of flora and fauna to see as well. It's just really like stepping on a different planet here. They'll have a guide show you all the highlights. You can go swimming here as well. And then, of course, at night, stargazing is some of the best. This is one of the best places in the world for stargazing. Actually, there's massive NASA telescopes here, so it's very famous for this activity. And we will take you out during the day and, of course, at night for stargazing. After 3 nights of exploring the Atacama Desert, we're crossing into Bolivia. So on August 7th, we're going to check out of the Cumbres Hotel or another lodge. There's plenty of amazing lodges here. Some of the best lodges in South America are actually here in Atacama. So if you want something luxurious, there's Tierra, there's Awasi. There's so many beautiful lodges that include everything and anything you might possibly need. So let me know what kind of activity and what kind of accommodations you would like included. But then we cross to Uyuni. So the Uyuni Salt Flat experience means when our driver will take you to the border of Bolivia, and then our Bolivia team will pick you up. The Bolivia team is our driver and our guide. These are local people. These are people who know the salt flats like the back of their hands, and they will be with you for the next 3 days so that they can safely show you all the highlights, also cross the salt flats in a safe way. So we don't recommend self-driving here at all. This is a very, very remote place, one of the most remote places in the world. And you definitely want to know what you're doing, where you're going, and have a fantastic local guide who will be storytellers, who will know all the cultural aspects of the region. And so you will cross with 2 nights in the flats. So the first hotel is made out of a cave. So we're passing rock formations, lagoons, red lagoon, green lagoon. There's so many really wonderful experiences here. All of your meals are included. They might be at a local little a desert spot. There might be in a hotel. There might be a picnic out in the middle of the salt flats. So everything is included for you. And you will be able to see the salt flats this way, the way they're dry, but as well as wet when they're completely covered in water. For photography, it's stunning. Their second night after reaching Colchani will be staying in a salt hotel. So this hotel is completely made out of salt. Even the bed frames and things like that, they're all carved out of salt. They have a great spa as well. This is kind of what it looks like. These are our jeeps. This is this dry part of the salt flats. It's really wonderful. It's one of my favorite places in the world, and I have been to Latin America over 50 times. So that's something to say that this place is one of my favorites. It is just so unique for photography. It's amazing. And it's just beautiful. It's very peaceful here, but there are indigenous people that live here in the salt flats that still work the salt and bag it, and it's being shipped out or exported. There's a trace cemetery there, which is really interesting, and just very, very different part of the world. So on that third day, we're reaching civilization, we're reaching the town, and we're spending another night in the Salt Hotel after exploring everything before we fly to La Paz. It's just like a 25-minute flight, and then you're ending in La Paz, which is the capital of Bolivia, a really wonderful city. It's kind of sitting in a bowl. So all the town is in the middle of the crater, and then these rock formations and really wonderful sites are all over the city. So once you arrive, we're going to let you relax. This is going to be the highest altitude that you've been in. The Hotel Atix is a new property that's really wonderful. We're going to spend one day exploring La Paz, the witch market, the rock formations of the Moon Valley. And then the last day, we're going to take you out to Lake Titicaca, which if you have been to Peru, you've probably visited Lake Titicaca on the Peruvian side. Well, there is the Sun Island, Moon Island, Copacabana. All of those sites are on the Bolivian side of the lake, and they are very different from the Peruvian side. And they are more authentic because there's way less people visiting the Bolivia side. And after that, we take you to the airport and you fly home from La Paz. Or we can cross into Peru via the lake and begin a journey through Peru. So there's lots of opportunities here. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that helps you kind of understand what the experience is like. Thank you so much.